rite. There are 4 parts or movements in the Mass. These are 4 actions by God and by all of us. The first movement of the Mass is all of us coming together. The second movement of the Mass is God coming to us in the Word. The third movement of the Mass is bringing ourselves to God in the Eucharist. And the fourth movement of the Mass is us being sent out. We are blessed and sent forth. We don't just leave church like we leave the theater when the movie is over, or we leave the stadium when the game is over. We leave the theater or after the movie or the stadium after the game because what brought us there is finished. As a community, we are sent forth at the end of Mass. We are sent forth because what brought us together is just beginning. We gather to receive Jesus and to become Jesus. We are sent out to be Jesus in the world. What did we offer to God in prayer? Go out and respond to it. What did we hear God say to us in the Word? Go out and live it. Jesus nourished us with his body and blood. Go out and be what you have received. Pope Benedict said the dismissal is basically, go, you are sent. These words help us to grasp the relationship between the Mass just celebrated and the mission of Christians in the world. The people of God may be helped to understand more clearly the essential dimension of the Eucharist if they take the dismissal as a starting point. The word Mass comes from the word dismissal. Other words from that root meaning are mission and missionary. We are sent out to continue the mission of Jesus, to transform the world in the way God wants. Again and again, every time we gather for Mass, we are hurled forth into the world. The Eucharist is designed to send us back into the world. What we do in church is important. What we do when we leave church is just as important because it's an extension of what we do here in church. It might be even more important because that is where we live out our faith. That is where our faith comes to life. That is where we become church, a community of believers sent forth to be Jesus for others. If it's only about what we do here in church, then we aren't church. We're a club. It's easy here in church. We're all on the same page. We all believe the same things and we know all the same responses. We gather here to be nourished and to be sent. We gather to receive Jesus and to become Jesus. Then we are sent out to be Jesus in the world. Go and live this love in the world. We are blessed and sent. Go and have an impact on the world, the little corner of the world that we live in. Even the smallest actions of love can change the balance of love in the world. It will have an impact. It will make a difference. That's the fourth part of the Mass, the concluding rite. It's the fourth movement of the Mass, being sent out into the world, being sent to be what we have become. Next week, as we wrap up our teaching series, I will share a reflection on what it means to say, I'm going to Mass.